Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon 111, and welcome back to Rogue Legacy 2. Last time we finished up with a basic knight doing twin masters, or two masters, in the Drift House. Then, quote-unquote off-camera, I wasn't able to record with my mic. I went ahead and conquered a couple more of the Drift House challenges, Closed Space and Bladed Rose after a few attempts, and decided to go ahead and take the knight into the castle just to unlock some teleporters and different things. Sometimes I play off camera because I can't record with a mic, for example, because someone down the street had a tree come down after the hurricane and was using a chainsaw on it to cut it up. In any case, hubris got the better of me. You probably already saw a clip of me dying with that basic knight when I was just trying to traverse the world and unlock all the teleporters. And so, we're going to begin today, back on this screen, with a new hero. Let's see, Sir Timothy. Ooh! Kasa Obake. I don't know how to pronounce that. Fabled weapon. Press attack to strike forwards. Hold up an attack to float. The umbrella blocks mid-sized projectiles. Skill crits after blocking a projectile. And Comet Form and Shockwave are pretty interesting. Algesia, I don't remember what that is offhand. It doesn't look good. A barbarian who has mana leech. And a mage. The pumpkin, I'm guessing, since there was a Halloween update, it's like festive. And all the guys will be wearing pumpkin heads rather than Santa hats or something, would be my guess. So this character seems the most interesting in terms of revealing new content, which is one of the main points of doing this playthrough. So let's check it out. I did get some money with that character, but I left a lot of chests behind, so I don't think it's a lot. What do I have, 8,000? Alright, so tell me about... Oh, wow. So when I press the attack button, I move forward using this weapon. And if I do the upward attack... I see, I float like that. Oh, the umbrella. It has a tongue, and it laughs when I go sideways. Can I go downward? I cannot. Okay, weird weapon. Also, Comet Form is pretty great. Shockwave is also pretty good. Alright. And... let's see. What are the most important things for me to upgrade? I will want to get the resolve cost down. Actually, what I should do... I was thinking about possibly changing classes. What I should do is use Valkyrie in the Drift House in order to go ahead and knock out a few more of these and earn some more rewards. And so I'll be transformed back into a basic Valkyrie. Alright, I chose two relics, a Poison Cloud and a Raised Tincture. So we'll see how this goes for me. I am a Valkyrie and I can deflect, so I should have deflected that. Next time. That'll work. Alright, and so I'm going to keep the poison going on you. Alright, and I have Shockwave too. Should totally do that. Ah, darn it. I missed my deflect, but it's okay. Okay, that guy's halfway down. Alright. This is looking good. I think you're the guy I want to focus on. Kind of lost track. You're pretty low, yeah. Ouch. Let's go pick this up really quick. Ah, darn it, I missed my deflect there. And I was aiming the wrong way with my Fauchard for a minute. Alright, you're dead. But this guy still has a long ways to go, and I have like one hit left on me, so let's be careful. Alright, deflect. Shockwave. You're halfway down. Poison. Deflect. Shockwave. Deflect. Poison. Alright, I can do this. Oops. Ah! I lied. I couldn't do this. How sad. Okay, I think this will be a decent set of relics. Try to win this battle. Ah, darn it. Alright, well, while I'm enraged, let's get some extra damage in. And let's make sure I deflect that. There we go. And I failed the deflect there. That's okay. I missed there, too. That's not as okay. Alright, let's eat this. Deflect that. Oh, I'm still on cooldown. Alright, transform to one of them. That's good. I don't need to eat that just yet. Alright, I think I'm going after you. Yeah. Alright, so far so good. Ouch, I didn't get out of the way. That could have been better. And I need to go eat this now. Are you you're the right guy. Oh boy, I didn't get out of the way. Alright, you're dead. And I can shockwave. Let's make sure I'm out of the way. Build up some mana. Shockwave. Deflect to build up the mana again. Shockwave. Deflect. Shockwave. Ah, I didn't deflect again, though. Oops, and I wasted that. It's fine, though. Okay, we'll win this one. And that worked well enough. Yeah, Twin Ivy Roots and a Boxing Bell was pretty good for dealing some extra damage. Decided to try Bladed Rose and got a Mammon's Bounty, and so I've actually got a very good super damage set going here. So we'll see if I can actually take advantage of it. Ouch. There goes my Lotus Stem. But I'm going to deal a lot of damage. And let's go ahead and just have that out and ready to go when we need it. Yikes, okay. Alright, let's go after Lamech. Ah, darn it. He turns around, right. I always forget that. Okay, got him halfway down. Let's have that on the ground. It's a pizza. That'll be good for later. I need to yoop. Ah, it didn't work. I didn't yoop the way I wanted to yoop. Alright, let's eat that. Oh, and I missed on those. Darn it. Alright, but Lamech should be down shortly. Ah, I didn't see those coming. I need to eat this now. I did see that coming, but just didn't dodge it. Alright, Lamech is going down. Can I... Oh gosh, there goes my Lotus Stem again. Turn this around somehow. There is more food here, and I want it. So I will eat it. And then I can spin kick and then deal a bunch of damage while you're poisoned because I've got a catalyst. Alright, you're halfway down. And my whatever's already used up. Which means I don't need to not use my shockwave to keep the Lotus Stem going. Alright, let's turn this off. Let's make sure you stay poisoned. And now please come in range of the weapons. Alright, I think we got this. Stay poisoned. There we go. Points on Bladed Rose. Alright, and I've got kind of a super dot damage build. Let's see if possibly this could work in my favor. Alright, you're poisoned, you're burning. You're receiving all the statuses. And then I just need to focus on not taking damage while that happens. Ah, darn it. Darn it. Alright, not doing a good job of not taking the damage. You had one job. Ouch. Oh, I got so close. Darn. Alright, well I think I'm just going to go ahead and spend the money I forget where Extra Children is. I feel like it's... It might have been something I need to unlock in the other place as well. But let's just get some basic things like health. And try out this crazy new weapon. So, Valkyrie with some weird umbrella, Comet form, which is pretty great, and Shockwave, which is pretty great. But the umbrella is definitely going to take some getting used to. So let's... Interesting, when I hit the door, I didn't jump forward, and so I guess the door was in my way there. And obviously I can hit walls. I've got enough damage that I can just one-shot these guys, so that's nice. And I can do crazy things like that. Eating the food doesn't matter a whole lot. Alright, so I think I'll try to get to a teleporter and then try Axis Mundi and unlocking Kerguelen Plateau probably seems reasonable. If I... I can dash out of it, it seems like. And if I... Even if I'm holding to the left, I still get pulled to the right, so the only way to change my momentum is to dash out of it. Let's see if we can earn some more empathies. Alright, it's got a pretty good, like, hitty attack box, this weapon. So I can kind of hit below or above certain ouch enemies. Ow. And things work pretty well. Don't forget about the shockwave. Also good. Oops. I accidentally pressed up. And so I ended up in an upward attack that I didn't mean to be. But it's okay. Alright. Yeah, this is all working fine. You're gonna be kind of scary. Let's shockwave you. Ooh, that shockwaves you too. Alright, you're dead. And you're dead. Yeah, you guys didn't have all that many hit points. It's fine. Right, I'm gonna be able to eat an apple and get a relic out of this. I forgot. We've got new bonuses for completing these things. And it's also a motivation to complete them with still most of your hit points, so you can actually afford to eat the good apple. And this is pretty good. Yeah, for walking around the castle, this is pretty good, because every 5 seconds without taking damage, that's easy to do kind of between rooms. And so the hourglass stays charged up, and then like the first guy you attack in the next room, you deal a bunch of bonus damage. Another Bladed Rose Empathy. Nice. That'll make it easier to win that with various classes. Alright, good find. And yeah, should be one-shotting pretty much everybody in here. Oops, alright, I lied. Not one-shotting everybody. Where am I most likely to find a teleporter to a new zone? I wonder. Oh, right, and now that I have the red sand hourglass, some of my hits are going to hit harder than others, so it might be a little bit hard for me to judge. I should be able to do this, he says, immediately questioning his own confidence. I did it! Alright, it's just red ether because I'm just in the first couple of zones. I think I have to get at least 2 Kerguelen Plateau before I'm going to get any new fairy chest rune thingies. But that's okay. Alright, I would like to unlock the Stygian Study if possible. So we'll see if we can find it. I will go ahead and grab the chest for the money. But I'll leave the furniture here in case we find a Meter's Trial. That's an easy room to identify on the map as a place where furniture can be left for future use. So that's one of my preferred places to leave the furniture these days. And might as well grab this chest as well. But yeah, surely I will find either the teleporter to Axis Mundi or the Stygian Study in short order. And then we'll continue in one of those zones. Alright, and the umbrella... Alright, I'm kind of in a dead end, so let's just teleport into the middle of Axis Mundi by taking my unlocked Sun Tower entrance. And we'll work our way to the right and make sure the Kerguelen Plateau gets unlocked. That is my preferred way to begin. And... Yeah, the umbrella, like, I feel like I'm kind of already used to how it behaves. The main worry I have is that I accidentally press up sometimes when I'm attacking, and so I end up attacking upwards rather than rightwards, which kind of throws me off. That does hit through walls. Shockwave is very, ouch, very good. And I'm only healing, ouch, 3 hit points per kill, and so I actually really have to worry about ways to get my health back. So I should break more furniture to ensure that I will get some... Oops. Get some chicken legs and pizzas. And also just focus a little bit more on not taking damage rather than playing around with a new weapon. And I think we'll be okay. I'm going to go ahead and break that right now. Although I guess I'm about to. It's just going to respawn after I go through this doorway. So it probably wasn't important to break that one route to make sure that I didn't run into it later. This is nice, but that cost a lot of resolve. And that I don't think is going to be valuable. And I think I'd prefer to save my... it's not a whole lot else that I would reroll, though. If I'm not going to take either of these, let's just go reroll. Oh, hello. It goes a little bit into my resolve budget, but burn is a super duper status effect. And so I will take it. Hee. Let's burn a blobfish. Or burn this guy. There we go. You can burn to death. You didn't burn to death. Alright, I'm kind of surprised by that, honestly. I thought for sure the burn would do enough to finish him off. But I was wrong. I would like to get some mana back and then use it on the bubbly fish over there again to finish him off. Is there any chance... Oops. I was trying to see if the umbrella would reach through the ceiling, but it doesn't seem like it did. There's my mana again. Shockwave. And let's also... Comet Form. That deals a little bit of damage. And then we can, ouch, finish you off with my weapon. Yeah, I kind of did a number on myself there, though. I've already lost most of my health. Alright, there's a chicken leg. That'll help. But I've put myself in enough of a predicament that I'm going to need at least one more chicken leg before I can feel good about things. So let's try to play a little bit more carefully. Use Comet Form when necessary to dodge damage. And don't assume that I'm going to one-shot every enemy in this zone. I think those are the main things. Ooh. Costs way too much resolve. And right, it's only 4% per relic rather than 6%. So that would only be 12 rather than 18% total damage. But yeah, I might want to start purchasing the things that lower resolve costs of things, because if I'm typically picking up 2 or 3 relics... Well, let's do this. Oh! It hit the other projectile. Alright, let's do this. That's fine. Oops, that's not fine. I got teleported all the way back here. Rude. Interestingly, Comet Form, oops, does not, words? Oh gosh, I jumped right into that. Comet Form does not anger the Nightmare, perhaps because it got triggered outside of the Nightmare zone. Alright, I need to take less damage, is what it comes down to. And I can't blame the umbrella for what is mostly bad. Oh, the umbrella does block. It did say that. It blocks projectiles. So I can use it while traveling forward into various shooting enemies. Okay, that just made the umbrella more useful and powerful than I'd originally realized. So let's try to take advantage of that. So yeah, I can do this, for example. And where I was about to get shot, instead I blocked the projectile and killed the bad guy. So that's pretty great. That's just the lore room, so I don't care about it. And we reach the Kerguelen Plateau. Alright. Well, I think I'm low enough on health that it makes sense to go ahead and break some furniture and see if we can find ourselves a chicken leg or a pizza. There's a chicken leg, and there's another chicken leg. Okay, very nice. So with that extra health, 71 HP, yeah. Now we're... Oh, and there's another one. Ouch. Which is good, because I just got ricocheted everywhere. And there's another one. Okay. Well, that was a nice, lucky stretch for chicken legs. Yikes. Okay, we got it. No problem. Don't worry about it. Fine. Okay. Shockwave. Sure, why not? It's a good spell. Use it. And this will block a projectile if it does happen to be heading my way. Okay, yeah, it's an awkward to use weapon, but it does seem pretty good. They've done a really good job having a wide variety of weapons with different attack patterns and utility in this game to make most things feel pretty balanced. Like, you'll definitely have some favorite weapons, but there are very few weapons that I really hate or really love. A lot of them are, this is pretty good. It's serviceable, it's fun, it's different. And so that's good game design, I suppose. Well done, Rogue Legacy developers. Doggy's gonna come up here and then die, because I had a red sand hourglass charged up for the extra damage I needed to kill him off, without him even needing to burn. Dog, you're gonna find your way onto the spikes again, and so I'll just wait for you to do that. And then take the 3 HP I get as a result. And so many directions to go. I do want to look... Oh, that's something new that I have not encountered before. So I at least have to go and look and see what it is. Even if I'm unlikely to have the resolve. Pick it up. Oh, Tattered Rope. 0 resolve. Well, now we're definitely going to find out what it is. Oath Relic. Gain 50 resolve per Tattered Rope. Take 150% increased damage from hazards. But I got 50 resolve for that. That's totally worth it. Hazards don't hit for much anyway. That's like my new favorite relic. Give me all the rope in the world. I'll just not stand on spikes. No problem. Okay, so I could go pick up the War Drum, for example, that I left in Axis Mundi, and that would give me 16% more damage. Yeah, I think next time I get to a teleporter, I'm going to go back and do that. Is there any other relic that would be as good? I think at this point the War Drum still makes sense, even after it's been nerfed a little bit. Like, it would be my 4th relic already. Boxing Gloves would be a Blessing of Strength. Valkyrie has a reasonable strength kind of thing. I've been enjoying the Umbrella, but the Blessing of Strength would give me just more power. I'm gonna do it. Alright, so now I'm boxing. Great. Each hit doesn't hit for that much. Combo would be pretty good too now. Oops. Yikes. Like the boxing bell. I was getting like KO stacks anyway. Hold on, what was happening there? KO stacks like went up to 4. Hold on, I think I need to read something. Punches apply combo. So the boxing gloves... I thought it was a boxer talent that applied combo. Or a boxer's class native trait that did the combo. But maybe the gloves, or maybe there's some combination of them? Fate's Die. Fate's Die is also pretty good. How much resolve does it cost? Only 24. I could, in theory, pick up 2 things rather than just the War Drum. So many choices. That might be better, actually. I'm going to take the Fate's Die for right now. Since my boxing gloves don't hit for as much per hit, it makes it a little bit more difficult to take out commanders, and so having Fate's Die on my side means I can load up the die before I need to go fight a commander if necessary. And I still potentially have room in my budget to fit one more lightweight relic without impeding my maximum HP too much. So that's kind of my current going theory. Speaking of, so Fate's Die is currently on a 2. There's a Wisp in here that I wouldn't mind getting rid of. Good. Fate's Die's on 3. Ouch. Alright, so Fate's Die is on 5. We need 6 to charge it. Alright, so now it's charged up. And so now I can go one-shot this guy. Fate's Die... Oh, Vengeful. So he was invincible. I took all of his hit points away, but he was vengeful, and so that means he has one last gasp. Got it. Didn't even notice what the commander buff was when I was here earlier, so that could have worked out worse, and so I'm kind of glad that it turned out as good as it did. Right, Boxing Glove means that I can hover in midair while I attack, which can be useful. Alright. And does a pretty good job stun locking various enemies. Okay, so I think I've reacquainted myself with this weapon. Let's go ahead and whiz around. Let's go in here, set those guys on fire, and then start spin kicking you. Ouch. I missed my spin kick. It's tight spaces, and I don't have a dedicated button on my controller for spin kicking. And down and A can be hard to press. Also, it's down in B, not down in A. Or, I don't even know what button labels are on my controller. That sounds plausible. Yeah. There's some button labels, I don't think I named them correctly. And they've kind of worn off, because I've been using this controller for a while, and so the colorful ink where they're printed on the plastic of the controller has been worn away by repeated use of my thumb on the buttons. So I can't really read the button thingies all that well. This is not information you really need. It's just things that happen randomly during commentary sometimes. Alright. We're in the KP. Yikes! I just saw the Willow in time to do that. We're in the KP, and we're looking for... What are we looking for? What is my purpose with this hero at this point? This is a hero that, if built up a bit stronger, could take out some of the mini-bosses in the Fish and Dry Lake. But I think more hit points would be worth the investment of trying to find. So yeah, I guess trying to find either another Scar where I can get an Empathy and an apple, or just random apples are kind of the main thing. And I've got 119% in my Resolve budget, and so I could get another lightweight relic that costs 24 and not lose that much max HP. So if we saw something good, or maybe I'll find some more rope. Yeah, I think that about says it. Alright, and don't forget that I have an uppercut with the boxing gloves. Boxing gloves are one of the most versatile, kind of like on their own weapons. In terms of like multiple attack patterns and things. Okay, you're furious. Despite all your rage, I've defeated you. I don't know where I was going with that. It feels like there would be a zombie guy hiding around here somewhere. I've kind of forgotten about my shockwave. Let's not forget about it. Ideally. Or my comet form. Speaking of... Oh, it's a pizza! How nice. Yum! Can I reach that from there? I can. Great. Alright, comet form refreshes very quickly, so I should definitely use it more often. I had the boxing gloves on and thought I was going to do a knockout punch. But nope, I don't have that talent. But it would have been fun to knock one of the skeletons into the other if I had actually had that. Okay, let's go over here and discover not even a blueprint. Alright, fair enough. There's a teleporter here, but at this point, I mean, I guess I'm staying alive and finding rooms that could have good stuff. But at the same time, like, all of my skills are things that we've seen in the previous YouTube playthroughs, so let me cut away until something interesting happens. Alright, it's a risk, but Charon's Trial. Any hit is fatal, but if I defeat 15 enemies, I get a big gold bonus. And I have Comet Form, which is a huge advantage for taking on Charon's Trial, I think. So I am going to head back into Citadel Agartha. I've got Shockwave also, which lets me do ranged attacks. And let's see if we can find 15 bad guys to kill. So let's see. I went through the first few rooms and killed all the enemies in there, I think. Well, all the enemies. I guess an orb here is an enemy, which could kill me. But it's not something that I could kill in a turn. So, new rooms. It looks like there's a bunch of them down here. I think I did kill all the bad guys in here. Beware of the hazards. Okay, here's an enemy. Alright, and use Comet Form if necessary. There's a commander over there. That's too scary. We're not going to do that one. This room also have commanders in it, I think. Or just a lot of enemies, possibly? I can't remember in that room layout. It might be a bunch of normal enemies, actually. Could I... You know what? I could do that. I actually want this. Thanks. Now, the problem is, yeah, guys who are going to be sneaking up from below when I'm not ready. But if I just kind of, one by one, lay some damage on them. There we go. Okay, now here come a couple. Good. And this guy. Get him burning. Yeah. Okay, so I got through that room, and we killed 12 of the 15 enemies we need to kill. So that's pretty great. Also, we got all of our health back. Also pretty great. And yeah, I killed one enemy in here and then walked away, but I don't like those swinging thingy-madoos. I think I left one enemy in here, possibly. Just the bouncy orb? Okay, that's fine. I've never been here. And this is actually pretty good. Alright. I don't like the last enemy there, though. He's the one who dashes at me quickly. Did I kill everybody in here? It's a fairy chest room. This is a different way to approach that same room. This room I've already killed everybody in. Okay, I think I just need to suck it up. There we go. Alright. So, Relic Purified. Now I get a better gold bonus. And I'm back at full health. So, at this point, where should I be going? Somewhere else. I need to find the entrance to the Stygian study at some point, because there's a guaranteed apple in there that I would like to take. And it looks like it's probably going to be leftwards and then upwards, so let's try that. Ah! That was... I feel like do I have the, trait? Algesia. Stubbing your toe may lead to cardiac arrest. No immunity window after taking damage. There were a couple times in this run where I thought I was taking damage repeatedly too quickly, but I'd completely forgotten that I had this trait and had not yet gotten it in my, like, trait bestiary, whatever it is. I hadn't revealed what that trait actually did in this particular playthrough. After getting stun locked on those spikes, and hazards are dealing 150% more damage now. That was very scary, but I managed to dash out of it. Okay, but that is actually potentially a huge detriment in terms of, like, fighting bosses and mini-bosses and things. And this character does have a huge gold bonus now, and so it might be... Oops. It might be appropriate to kind of repurpose this character as a... Oops. Ah, come on. Come on. I'm trying to hit a button. Okay, got it. Yeah, that's a super dangerous trait. I did it again. Okay. We're out of there. Algesia. No good. Also, where's the entrance to the Stygian? I guess it's got to be right down right. I'm willing to take risks. Oh gosh, right. Algesia. Ah, Algesia. Alright. That was a mess, and I lost like half my health in that room. Maybe not quite that much. Oh boy. But let's play better. Imagine that. Play better. If only it were so easy. Just say it aloud and it'll come true. Play better! Alright, you are gonna miss me. Because I kind of have a sense of how your arrow aiming algorithm works. And it seems to kind of lag behind the player a bit. Let's just comet form up here. And then the way back down, things are nice and easy. There's another chest down here, and I do have the super gold bonus. So I would like to get it, but it involves fighting a shredder. So let's do this. Shockwave. And he mostly just hits side to side. And so if I set him on fire... Oops. And set him on fire again. And hit him with some more boxing gloves. There we go. He burns to death. Great. Everybody wins. Especially me. Okay. Okay. If I think I am capable, in the ideal, of handling myself very well here in the Stygian study. Ouch. Ouch. Algesia. Get out of here. What was that I was saying? I think I was saying something about how Algesia is the worst trait, and no matter how skillfully one plays, one could immediately get stun locked and die, and so you should be very careful. I'm pretty sure that's what I was saying. In any case, we still made a fair amount of gold. And we discovered a new thing about rope, which is kind of one of my favorite relics ever now, because I love bonus resolve. Assassin, Fauchard, Pirate Ship, Lucent Beam. It's not super great. Vegan, Hollow Bones, Boxer, Shield of Thorns. It's not super great. Barbarian still ranks 0. Super Fluid means I can dash in any direction. I don't love that one, but we do need to play a Barbarian at some point. I could also switch classes if I wanted to. Rage, Poison, and Voltaic Circlet. We'll see how it works with this Barbarian. Alright. I see a pizza over there. That'll be nice later. Let's lay some damage on while we can. Oh boy. I didn't play that particularly well. Alright, ouch. Or that. I don't need to pick up the pizza just yet, though. And, oh, you're already halfway down. That's actually better than expected. I should have shouted. That was the perfect opportunity to do it, and I blew it. I'm going to shout here just because there are a lot of projectiles and I wasn't sure I was going to be able to dodge them. I started focusing on the wrong guy. I need to eat this at this point. I think it's a front guy. Hey, front guy. Are you the guy? Well, I'm not going to be able to see. Let's eat the pizza too. And, oh gosh. Alright, you're both here. Who is it? Ouch. I can't tell who's who. Not sure who I'm supposed to be laying the damage on. Let's hope you're almost dead. Yes, okay. That's good. Okay, so I might be able to pull this off now. Just need to avoid taking more damage. It's just that easy. Just avoid the damage. And I forgot about my shockwave, which is dumb. Good shout. Let's leave him in some poison. That's the perfect move for a barbarian. I can just stand here and wail on you. So yeah, feel free to do that all you want. And that's also pretty good, honestly. I can use my shockwave and finish you off. Great. Alright, 2 masters, still not that difficult. My relics were pretty good for that one, I think. I don't have especially high hopes for these relics with Bladed Rose, but we'll see how it goes. You started off with a very nice attack, so I appreciate that. That does not destroy those, okay. And I see multiple projectile threats I need to deal with here. So many projectiles. Rude. Let's do that. Just too much. Alright, let's eat some food. There's some food in there somewhere. I ate it. Do some of that. Oh boy. Okay. Let's go ahead and eat this food too. Gonna have to eat it at some point. Can't just leave food around, going to waste. Let's shockwave you. Alright, that did transform you. Great. Let's go ahead and have that ready to go. Ouch. Well, alright. There's food over there. I would love to eat that. Thank you. And I'm just going to sit inside you and take some damage right now, because I think it's actually going to be the best thing. But now I have to go eat the other food, I think. So let's eat that. Oh boy. I did not expect to get hit by that projectile. And I need to stay way over here. You're almost dead. I'm going to do that. Oh boy. I pressed the button for a shout, and it didn't go off, and I'm very upset about that. And now I'm almost dead. Alright, save myself from you. But now we're extremely low on health, and there's no food left in the arena. So I have, like, no chance here, I think. Shout. Okay. I'm engaged silent mode so that I can be absolute concentration here. And it might be working. Oh boy. You're so close. I can shout once more if I need to. It's my party and I'll cry if I want to. Okay. Somehow I won that. Took 2 hours and 2 hours. 2 minutes and 26 seconds, so the score won't be very good, but this is a difficult one and I'm just glad to have it done. So, GG me. Alright, well this time I got a bounty, and so as a result I have a bunch of relics. They're not that great. It occurs to me that when the coins are on the ground, the barbarians shout. The coins are projectiles. And so I can use the shout to deal with them. If necessary, yikes. And I do want to armor break you by bouncing on this. Okay, so there's the shout, getting rid of the coins. And I've actually gotten into a bit of a rhythm here. And also got lucky with some of those projectiles. Ouch. Alright, I think I can pull this off, actually. I want to spin kick you, and then ouch. Alright, can I pull this off? I think so. Yeah, got him. Hooray. Alright, I'm gonna purchase some more stuff here at the Soul Shop, because that lets me get... Yeah... Share on donation limit? Yeah. I forget exactly what that does, but I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade one of those. And also, are there any other new things that have unlocked here? Oh, Shadow Spies! I see! Eventide Spy Masters, so the dragon thingies are there. And then, oh, it's the Ronin who would use the umbrella. Fascinating. I don't know that I like either of those weapons. I don't think I'd do that. Blasting Brigands. Gunslingers changed into Brigands. And it looks like, rather than a gun, he has like an air horn or something. Eldritch Lich. Astromancers could turn into liches. Oh, the Lich. That looks like that might be Crowstorm. I want that. And I might change to that now. Duelists can turn into Stygian sharpshooters. I'm curious about that as well. Okay, those are all the things that I want to do just there. So, Astromancer is going to become a Lich? Is that what I just heard? Astromancer. Astronomy class got weird. Would you like to switch to Astromancer? Yes. Does it give me the choice here? I guess not. Oh, and here's the extra children. I want this one, but it costs too much money. Alright. Well, now at least I've found that. So that'll be good in the long run. Remind me what's up here. Just more magic crit kind of stuff. Okay, so I'm currently an Astromancer with just his normal weapon, so I guess I'd have to do that on the character select screen. Alright, how does an Astromancer with some pretty good... Ouch. Thingy-madoos do versus this guy? Let's find out. Let's go ahead and Comet Form away out of here, I think. And I'm going to Shockwave just to block some of that. I can Shockwave pretty frequently, actually. Because all of my attacks... Oh boy, Comet Form. Let's go ahead and... Do I need to eat that yet? Maybe not. Now I need to. Ah, gosh. I'm still on cooldown. Darn it. Let's go ahead and Spin Kick this and eat it. And then Comet Form my way through there. Okay, you guys are doing the same attack. That's good for me. Yeah, you guys both sit there. Ouch. One of you moved away. You're about to change form, aren't you? Let's do that. I can do it again. Lay down some damage. Comet Form. Yikes. Who's low? You're low. That's good for me. Alright, you're pretty much dead. Yes, great. I can eat food. Great. Start laying some damage on you again. Yeah, this is working great, actually. Wrong spot. Dodge that. Comet Form. Great. And you're halfway down. I already got that food, right? I'm just going to Comet Form... Oh, I was still on cooldown. Just going to Comet Form through those, but unable to. Okay, just managed to dash away from that. Let's get on the other side of you. Seems good. Okay, no problem. A little bit of a problem. It's fine. Don't worry about it. And you're dead. Yay! Alright, with a lot of damage over time, is there any chance that I can pull this off? Let's find out. I need to dodge that. Great. Got some foods out there for later. Let's focus on the mech, ideally. Ouch. I probably should have Comet Formed there. It's fine. I'll do it here. And that actually transformed you. And I ate that, that's fine. Alright, Lamech. Eat some more damage. I'll eat some food. I ate a little bit more food than I wanted to there, but it's sometimes what happens. Dealing lots of damage to Lamech here. Oh boy, didn't see that coming though. And I need to get... Okay, there we go. So that'll kill Lamech. And meanwhile, Nama has just changed form, so I need to get some damage played on her. Same thing, she moved slowly enough. There's some food for me. Let's get damage. Let's Comet Form, because I'm not sure how to avoid that. Turn off the Nightmare. Lay the damage. Yeah, this is fine. No problem. Astromancer. With good relics. Wrecked Face on Bladed Rose. Hooray! Not a super good build in terms of relics, but it's plausible. We'll see how it goes. So I can leave that there. And then just Comet Form away. Leave one of those there. Ouch. Ouch. Alright, that's good. Let's... darn it. I tried to Comet Form and it failed. Also, I have this. I should totally use it. Comet Form. No! My Comet Form expired. Darn. I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to pull that one off as an Astromancer. Okay, but we got some more points right. I've got crazy dash in any direction capabilities with this character. And you have some text to say. Okay, there's still more money to spend. As an Astromancer, I definitely want to focus more on mana-related things. Raising damage on spell crits. That actually would be good, so let's purchase a few of those. And let's also just purchase some mana up. Or mana damage up, and then health is always good. We'll purchase that one and spend most of my money. Okay, so it looks like next time we'll be using a normal Astromancer and see what we can get done with that character. So I'm going to say I hope as always that you all are having a great day, and I will see you again soon with more Rogue Legacy 2. For now, bye-bye.